Glad to go
Of course it was. Eddie, hello, congratulations. We're just chatting to Alex Murphy about what it meant to him to have that start tonight and in the Champions League, and he was quite emotional about the, the opportunity that you gave him. But you didn't tell him early enough to get his parents here.
Did I not?
No. They couldn't get a flight over today.
Oh, what a shame.
Well, they've been watching our coverage.
Between the lines and sort of got the
What were you
feeling that
trying
he
to
was
send
gonna
him
play.
messages?
I was trying to. Subtly, but I thought he did really well tonight, and it's a great moment for him. He's worked really hard here. He's had a good journey to this point, and I thought he played well.
Yeah, and overall, what did you make of that performance? Because Sandro Tonali was quite honest about the second half and feeling perhaps you could have put the game away a little bit better than you did, with a bit more perhaps urgency, and there were opportunities there that you didn't take.
Yeah, I'd agree with that assessment from Sandro. I think it's very honest. I thought at 2-0 we probably came off the pedal. We didn't sort of intend to do that, but that was the sort of the natural reaction. And the second half, the game became end-to-end, which for us was a real shame. One, we extended too much energy, and it meant we didn't build pressure around their goal. So we're disappointed with that 45 minutes.
Yeah, and individual performances, Wayne. You've been having a good look at Nick Baltimore, haven't you?
Yeah, I haven't. I just felt, I know you've changed the position a little bit, but would you ask him to play that deep, or would you like him to get in the box a little bit more and try and get in the end of crosses especially?
Yeah, I think the main thing we've been saying to him is stay in between the lines. That certainly don't come away from their midfield line to still be a goal threat, because he's 6'7". He should be a real target for us from crosses if we're going to put the ball in the box. And there were a few balls there that maybe on another day he does get on the end of, because we want him to score goals. That's part of his reason we brought him here. So we don't want him too far away from goal, but he did a couple of lovely little bits, especially in the first half, I thought, to link play, and I think he threaded one lovely through ball through that we didn't score from. So I thought there were moments for him, but probably that's maybe the least impact he's had in that position for us.
Let me spin a bit more positive. Who do you want? Chelsea, Barcelona? Of course, you played Barcelona recently, played really well. A bit unlucky not to get a result, actually, but who would you prefer?
Genuinely, I haven't given it a second's thought. And obviously, I know those two teams have been there for us. I think the main thing was to get through, and really pleased with the professional job we've done. I think if you look at the score over the two legs, it's been fantastic from the players, although today feels a bit of a hollow win for us. Yeah, we really enjoyed the game against Barcelona. We had a good game against Chelsea here as well. We didn't win either, so hopefully that's a good omen for us.
There we go.
There was a lovely tifo the fans had done for you tonight. I'm not sure if you had a few glances up and managed to take it in
didn't see it
at all. Well, there you go. Have a look at it now. What does that mean to you?
That's very nice. It's not a bad angle of me either, so I'll take it. There's worse angles than that. No, that means an incredible amount. I'm sorry I didn't see it. Was that there from kickoff? Because I totally missed it. But yeah, amazing. So big thank you to everyone that sort of thought of that idea, and it's much appreciated. The love that the supporters give me and the team, it means everything.
And I'm sure there are lots of kind of landmark moments in your time here, in your 4 years and a few months at Newcastle United, in terms of how far you've got this club in the Champions League, and which is the furthest they've ever been, and 6 wins in the league phase, which is the most they've ever had. Where does that rank?
I think it's right up there for us. I think this was our target at the start of the season. We discussed various things, and to get to the knockout stages was there for us, and we felt we could achieve it with the players we have. It's been a really exciting phase of this competition. We've really enjoyed the different challenges. It's different from the group phase. You're playing one team, you're sort of lining up that team, and then you're moving on from them. The knockout stage will be very much sort of a different challenge for us. We're going to the sharp end against elite teams. So I think everything to look forward to, but I think on the back of my mind, we've got to get our Premier League form back where we want it to be, and that will give us the best chance to do well in this competition as well.
It's relentless, of course, as well, and it is when you're going far in other competitions like the Qarabag and the FA Cup. And I know there've been hardly any weeks where you've had a gap between weekend to weekend. Tell us a little bit about how hard it is kind of managing that, the constant midweek games.
Yeah, well, there's been no break for us. We've, other clubs that didn't go into the playoffs obviously have had a free week. We played Manchester City at the worst time with I know, of course, and fair play to them, but we play them and they have a free week, and that's the worst team that you want to go into that game with. I think there was a bit of fatigue in our performance today, especially in that second half, which we're sort of carrying through games, but I think we're benefiting from the games as well. I think there's a double-edged sword to it. The players are in good rhythm, and when you're winning and able to build momentum, there's no better feeling than another game around the corner. So we want to keep in this place we're in. We've won 4 out of 5, and let's keep it going.
Okay, well, we've really enjoyed the journey so far, and I know you're not telling us who you want to play, but whoever it is, we'll be there. We'll be right behind
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Eddie.
Nice
Thank
to see
you.
Gabby.